A 150-pound Bullmastiff that 31 families walked past in 484 days sat in the back of his kennel and flinched every time a hand came near. He had been found chained to a fence post at 91 pounds, half-starved, labeled dangerous and unadoptable. Then one woman, a 34-year-old Army veteran, signed the papers anyway. And what this 150-pound dog started doing the first night she broke down, wrapping his front legs around her and refusing to let go, is the reason she made it through the hardest year of her life. Here's why. Megan Walsh enlisted at 19. She served 8 years and deployed twice, 14 months in 2018 and another 11 months in 2020. She came home to Colorado Springs, Colorado in 2023 with 2 medals she never displayed and a startle reflex that turned a slammed car door into incoming fire. She had not slept more than 3 hours a night in 14 months. She stopped leaving her 540-square-foot apartment off Academy Boulevard. Her brother Jake, 29, called every day at 6 p.m., and most days she let it ring. A counselor at the VA suggested a dog. At 34, Megan could barely take care of herself, but on a Tuesday in October 2024, she drove 12 minutes to the Humane Society of the Pikes Peak region, just to look. She gave herself 10 minutes, no more. Then she reached Kennel 9. Inside was a 150-pound Bullmastiff, fawn-colored, a head like a cinder block, pressed into the corner with his back to the wall. A volunteer named Carla walked up. "That's Gus," she said. "He has been here 484 days. We have had 31 families come look at him. Every single one said no." "I see you have made it this far and still haven't subscribed. Honestly, after the 484 days this dog spent waiting, that stings a little. Hit subscribe, because what Gus did at 2:40 in the morning is the part nobody saw coming." "Why?" Megan asked. Carla sighed. Animal control seized him 19 months ago off Powers Boulevard. He had been chained to a fence post for 2 years as a guard dog. No shelter, no name. He weighed 91 pounds the day they found him. It took 19 months and 3 foster homes to get him back to 150. He is terrified of men, terrified of raised hands. He snapped once out of fear, so his card says caution, and a 150-pound dog with caution on his card does not get adopted. By every number, Gus was a hard no. 484 days, 31 families, 0 yeses, 91 pounds off a 6-foot chain. Megan crouched outside the kennel for 11 minutes. Gus did not flinch at her. He lifted his enormous head and looked at her the way she looked at herself in the mirror, like something that had been to war. "I'll take him," she said. The fee was $95. The first 21 days were slow. Gus ate maybe 4 cups a day and barely that. It was November 9th, 2024, almost 3 weeks in before he took a single treat from her open hand. All 150 pounds of him moved like he was apologizing for taking up space. He slept across the bedroom doorway every night, facing the hallway, guarding the only good thing he had had in 6 years. He owned exactly 1 toy, a flattened blue elephant, and set it down wherever Megan sat. He would not eat until she sat at the table first. At 8 p.m. sharp, he nudged the back of her knee 1 push until she went to bed. In those first weeks, Gus learned her schedule to the minute. He knew her shift started at 7, that she took her medication at 9 p.m., that the bad nights came around 3 a.m. By week 3, he had stopped sleeping through them, up on his feet at the first hitch in her breathing, 30 seconds before she even woke. Then came a Thursday at 2:40 a.m. A nightmare dragged Megan out of sleep and onto the kitchen floor, hyperventilating, her hands shaking too hard to dial a phone. And that was when Gus did it for the first time. He crossed the kitchen, stood up on his hind legs, and laid all 150 pounds of his chest across hers, pressing down, steady and warm. Her breathing slowed in 90 seconds. He did not move for 20 minutes. Here is what most people don't know about Bullmastiffs. They were bred in England in the 1860s to corner poachers and pin them for hours without ever biting. Their whole instinct is weight, not teeth. And Gus, with 0 days of training, had worked out that 150 pounds of pressure was the one thing on earth that pulled Megan out of a panic attack. Doctors call it deep pressure therapy. Gus called it holding her. It is real medicine, the weight slowing the heart rate and quieting the nervous system. Gus had read 0 studies. He just knew that 150 pounds was the right weight and that 90 seconds was the right amount of time. It happened again 9 days later in a grocery store on Powers Boulevard. A pallet crashed down behind Megan and the sound threw her back to 2018. But Gus stepped in front of her, all 150 pounds of him, and leaned his full weight on her legs until she could breathe. A stranger filmed 14 seconds of it that would later be watched 2.4 million times. She had rescued him off a 2-year chain. He was now rescuing her from the war still running in her head. By the second month, she slept 6 hours a night. By the fourth, she had walked Gus 2 miles a day for 60 days straight, and the car doors had stopped sounding like gunfire. The math of her life was changing. 14 months without real sleep became 6 hours a night. 0 days outside became 2-mile mornings. The one person she had finally let in was not a person at all. He was 150 pounds of fawn-colored proof that the most dangerous-looking thing in a room can be the gentlest. Then came the 4th of July, 2025. The first fireworks cracked at 9:15 p.m., the worst night of the year for a combat veteran, and Megan froze, 7,000 miles away, inside her own mind. Gus pulled himself across her lap, all 150 pounds of him, and held her through all 41 minutes of it, until the last shell faded at 9:56. For the first time since 2018, the noise outside could not reach her. The same dog they called dangerous, the same 91 pounds of bones animal control had to muzzle, the same 150-pound Bullmastiff that 31 families were too afraid to take home. He had become the only thing on the planet that could carry Megan back from a flashback. By December 2025, with a letter from her VA counselor, Gus was registered as Megan's psychiatric service dog, and she framed the paperwork 18 inches from where Gus sleeps. Within a year, she was sleeping through the night, back at work 3 days a week and helping other veterans find rescue dogs of their own. Her brother Jake stopped calling out of worry and started showing up on Sundays just to watch 150 pounds of rescued dog hug his sister back to life. Today, in 2026, Gus is 5 and weighs a healthy 152 pounds. He still carries the flattened blue elephant from room to room, and every single morning before she opens her eyes, all 152 pounds of him climb up and hug her, like he is making sure she remembers she is not alone. The dog that waited 484 days became the reason one veteran finally stopped waiting to feel human again. When a rescue dog refuses to leave your side, when he holds on like his own life depends on it, do not call it too much. They have senses we lost a long time ago, because sometimes the broken one in the corner is the exact one who puts you back together. So tell me, did Megan rescue Gus, or did Gus rescue Megan? Tell me in the comments. And if a rescue dog ever pulled you through your darkest year, share their name below.